So bacteria are tough to identify. They're not like animals and plants. They don't have a lot of distinctive morphological features. We can't grow, most of them we can't grow in the lab and sort of just ID them by looking at them on a Petri plate or something like that. So the best way we have for identifying bacteria is to look at their DNA. So essentially that's what we did, is we take a cotton swab, swab the palm surface.
And from the swabs, the bacteria get trapped on the end, and we're able to actually extract the DNA using a regular kit that you could use for soil or anything else. So we send these swabs after we get some samples through the kit and we get the DNA, and that's when we start to amplify the genes of interest.
The amount of bacterial diversity on the hand surface was really surprising. So on average, we found that each individual has about 150 species of bacteria on their palm. And this was really surprising. We didn't expect skin to be such a diverse environment for microorganisms because it's such a tough place to live. I mean, you're constantly washing your hands, it's very dry, your skin is constantly shedding. So we didn't expect to see so much diversity in bacterial communities. The other thing that was really surprising was the amount of variability between left and right hands on the same individual. So on average, if you compare your left hand and your right hand, only 17% of the species are shared on both your left and right hand. So basically your left and right hand, as far as the bacteria are concerned, are very distinct environments. And we see very distinct communities on your two hands. And on top of that, we see amazing levels of variability between individuals. So on average, two people share about 13% of the bacterial species on their hands. So basically, you have a very distinct bacterial community, and that community it's distinct to you, and you don't share a lot of the same bacteria with other people around you. We were surprised to see that the diversity of bacteria was actually quite a bit higher on women than on men. And what we don't know is why this is. It could be differences in skin physiology, differences in skin pH, something about oil production. We don't know, but it's really surprising that women on average have such higher diversity of bacteria on their hands than men do. We know there's lots of bacteria on the skin surface, and we know that the vast majority of these bacteria don't cause disease. In fact, they probably either are sort of neutral, they don't have negative effects or positive effects. And in fact, a lot of them may actually have positive effects. They may protect our skin from sort of invader, more pathogenic bacteria. So the question now is figuring out, are there certain types of bacterial communities that are more protective, that sort of prevent you from getting diseases, or are there certain types of bacteria that are associated with particular diseases? And until we know the variability between individuals, it's going to be hard to figure that out. So for example, if you don't know the individual to individual variability in communities, it's going to be tough to say, okay, this disease is associated with these types of bacteria.